Okay, we're going to go ahead and get going here. This isn't a very long class, and there's a few less people today, so it should go really quick once we get outside. Have you back to your normal jobs really quick this morning. How's that sound? No. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Corey Burton, Fire Marshal. Been here about a year now, so we're having fun. You see me around, bopping around once in a while, and trying to have a good time. We're going to talk about portable fire extinguishers today. We will go over a little bit of class inside here, go through that. Then we will go outside and do a live fire exercise. Everybody will get the opportunity to use a fire extinguisher. Live fire. It means difference to you and me. Live fire means we have real flames. Wiggins, would you please leave your gun in here when we go outside for this, okay? If you can't follow along, then we better leave your firearms inside the building, please. Yeah, and if you scream fire, you might get hit with the extinguisher, so be careful. Okay. We'll talk a little bit about fire and how it's built and how it's made and how we put it out. So takes three things for fire to burn. Has to have all three or it will not burn. You need heat, fuel, and oxygen. Take away any one of those three things and the fire goes out. So just a little gee whiz stuff here. How do you take away the heat from a fire? Okay, this is interactive. Yeah, here, cool it. Everybody participate here. This will be fun. We cool it. How do we cool it down? Do we blow on it?
It's on the side.
If it's a birthday candle, yes, that would be okay. Yeah, but a bigger fire, no. How are some ways to cool it? Water, great one. CO2 extinguisher, cool it down, take away the heat, the fire goes out. How do we take away the fuel? Spread it out, turn off the natural gas, turn off the propane, shut off the electricity. All good ways to do that, right? How about the oxygen? Smother it, cover it, put the lid on the pan. The fire that's on the stove, get the grease fire, don't grab the squirter and squirt the grease fire on the stove, put the lid on the pan. Probably the easiest way to do that. Cut off the oxygen, shut the door to the office, get everybody out of the building. Five types. There used to only be four. A couple years ago, they gave us a fifth one. So we talk about a Class A, ordinary combustibles. What would be an ordinary combustible? Paper. Pallets. Wood. Celsius. Hay. They tell me anything that creates white smoke or leaves an ash is an ordinary combustible. So lots of kind of stuff like that around the house, right? How about flammable liquid? What liquids burn? Gasoline? Diesel? Oil? What kind of oil? Motor oil, okay. Cooking oils too, but now they give them their own little category down there. That's kind of the new thing there. Alcohols? Okay. Both the consumable type and the rubbing type, yeah, they all burn. Class C, energized electrical equipment. Key here, folks, is energized. Shut the power off, unplug it, then you either have a Class B or a Class A fire. How about combustible metals? What type of metals burn? Magnesium. Aluminum. Potassium, titanium, sodium, zirconium. We don't worry about those because we don't have to deal with any of that kind of crap, right? Probably one of the coolest fires you'll ever see is like a 72 Volkswagen Beetle with mag wheels. You what? You had mag wheels? Yeah. Magnesium engine blocks, magnesium wheels, and when they burn, they are a hot white ball of flame. I mean, they're gorgeous. Had one that had a little red U of U sticker on it that said hot, red hot on the back of it. It's actually just cooking. What happens if I walk up and put water on a fire that's that hot, burning that hot and that white? What's going to happen to it?
Intensifies it.
It's going to intensify it, right? What's water made out of? Hydrogen and oxygen, right? So if that fire is hot enough to break that down, what am I putting straight into that fire? I'm putting oxygen, dumping it straight into it, hydrogen and oxygen. That's going to increase that combustion, and you're going to get hurt. The only reason I say that is when we talk about different types of fire extinguishers, we want to make sure we use the right extinguisher for the right type of fire. We talk about cooking oils. This is the Class K. Any place that has a deep fryer now has to have a Class K fire extinguisher. They're full of a chemical called Purple K, which is why I don't know if they're using it for the cooking fire or the Purple K, but it's less toxic, it doesn't make near as much of a mess, and it's designed strictly to do a chemical reaction and put the fire out. Works out very well. It's not just so they can sell another type of extinguisher. That question was asked over here on Wednesday, to spend more money, but it is a requirement that they have to have a separate extinguisher just for that deep fryer. Along with the hood system, they still got to have those, but they got to have the Class K extinguisher on site. We had them, all the fryers out at the fairgrounds were required to them. Anytime they set up even a special event, they've got to have one with them now. So, some of the fire extinguishers are multi-use, like an ABC. This particular extinguisher is an ABC extinguisher. How do I know? It's got a picture of a trash can, a gas can, and an electrical outlet, just like it corresponds with that. It means it's good for those three types of fires. Ordinary or Class A extinguisher, normal, if it's just strictly a Class A extinguisher, they're the silver cans that are about this tall. They got pressurized water in them, little bicycle fill spout on them. Only Class A fires. What happens if we put it on like a Class B fire? What's going to happen? It's going to spread it. It's going to hit that oils and it's going to spread it around, and it's going to make more fire, right? How about if I use it on an electrical fire?
Hope you're not getting it.
Shocking experience, absolutely. We do not want to do that. We want to make sure. Some of the things that's unique about the Class B extinguisher, the carbon dioxide, they're the only extinguisher that doesn't have a gauge on it. They make a whole lot of noise. They're really loud when they go off. They create static electricity. And the carbon dioxide is really cold. It's actually designed to just remove the air, cool it down, and if your hands are wet, they may stick to it. So you don't want to use gloved hands. If you're touching any metal parts, don't stick your tongue to it. That could be a bad thing. But they scare the heck out of people, and you use them inside a classroom, and they don't make any mess. That's what's cool about them. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, fun, right. Okay. So, you all have these in your office, right? Around, access to them, in your trucks, in your vehicles, absolutely. Okay, they're red, they're shiny, they hang on the wall, they say vandals only on them, right? Yeah, usually that's what we see. They're designed for people in there to use. How many here have never used a fire extinguisher? Okay, that'll all change today. That will all change. Monthly, we need to go through and take a look at our extinguishers that are in our office in our vehicles, especially in our vehicles. That's where we really get into trouble with these. Take a look at the pin. Make sure the pin's in place. Make sure it's secured so it doesn't actually discharge in your vehicle and send yellow powder all over the place. Okay? Okay? Look at the gauge. The needle should be in the green. If it is anywhere but in the green, it needs to be serviced. If they have the plastic spout here, they need to be thrown away and get a new one with the metal spout. The plastic spouts are not refillable. Or take it home. No, I mean, if the needles are gone. If it says recharge and it's plastic spout, you cannot recharge it. Okay? Turn it upside down. Fill the powder. Move in it. Especially in your vehicles. They sit and shake and rattle and roll around there, and that powder becomes compact inside there. Once a month, tip them upside down. Make sure that powder moves. Make sure you can feel it moving around in there. Take a look at the tag. Make sure it's in date. Look in the nozzle. Make sure the pin's in and nobody's holding the handle when you look in the nozzle. Make sure there's no spider webs, messes inside there, bees get in there. Once a year, they need to be recertified by a licensed vendor. Typically, we've been using Packer extinguishers. So make sure the ones in your office are up to date on the tag. And the tag shows the last date that it was inspected, not the expiration date. So this particular one happens to be June of 2014. So it was just done a couple of months ago. So we're good that way. Okay, rules for firefighting. First and foremost, we want to make sure everybody's safe. If we evacuate the building and nobody gets hurt and the fire burns down, have we done a good job? Absolutely. I mean, we can rebuild buildings, but not people. So life safety is our biggest priority first off. Make sure it is safe for everybody. Make sure everybody's leaving the building. When we start talking about putting out fires, we are talking small fires. We're talking trash can size fires. That's about what this will handle. It's not going to take a fully involved office that's cooking. That's way too big. You're gonna wind up getting yourself hurt and not doing that. Get everybody out of the building. Make sure somebody calls 911. Set off the fire alarm. It's a pull station if you have them in your building. I know you don't have them in your vehicles, but but turn off the fire alarm. I mean, we don't want to be there by ourselves. So the first thing we're going to do is yell, "Fire! Help!" Get somebody coming in. Get somebody coming to you. Call 911. Okay? Seriously, call 911. You okay? You okay? I get a little loud and carried away sometimes when I do this stuff. I just, it's kind of weird. Only use on small fires. This will not put out a fully involved car fire. It might slow it down a little bit. It'll take care of an engine compartment fire. If the fire's just in the interior or in the trunk, it will put it out. But a fully involved car fire that's ripping, it's not going to touch it. Okay? Even the next size, the 48, is not going to put it out. It's going to take a lot more than that. If fire is spreading, evacuate the building. Make sure everybody gets out of there. Make sure everybody's safe. Make sure everybody follows your evacuation plan that's posted in your office or in your hallway or in your building. We all have them, right? Okay. Always have an exit at your back. If the fire's across the room, I've got an exit at my back. I don't want to be trapped in the corner or going to a place trying to fight a fire where I can't get out. Make sure you always have a safe exit for you to leave if you have to drop and run real fast, okay? When you've alerted occupants and someone's called the fire department. Fire small, contained to a single object like a wastebasket. Trash can size fires. Still real small. You're safe from the smoke. This is what kills people in fires is the smoke, not the flames. We can get temperatures in a room of 1,600 degrees at the ceiling, 100 degrees on the floor. We create a thermal layer inside that room. You can actually get down on the floor and look clear across. All the good air is down low. If you're having to crawl into a fire to try and put it out, if you're having to go into a room and you can't breathe to put it out, don't go in there. Leave it. You got. You have means of escape. Instincts tell you it's safe. You're going, I'm not panicking. I don't have the hair on the back of my neck standing up. I can handle this. I mean, the adrenaline's pumping. Yeah, you walk in there and you go, hey, whoa, something's on fire. Your adrenaline's going to pump. Grab the extinguisher. If you feel safe, put it out. If not, leave. All of them, if they're all present, go ahead and try and put it out. But make sure help's coming, just in case it doesn't go. Oh, we forgot. Bathrooms down the hall. Silence your phones. The way we use a fire extinguisher, we've got an acronym. It's called PASS. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. When we talk about pull, we are pulling the pin. In order to pull this pin, we have to twist it and pull. Couple of gee whiz facts. If you hold it like this, it'll pull really. If you hold it like this, you'll never get it out. Couple other things. Law enforcement officers and anybody got military background? Okay. Pull the pin. Don't throw the extinguisher. Okay? It's okay to pull the pin, but don't. It's not a flashbang, so when you pull a pin, don't throw the extinguisher, please. It doesn't work good. We aim. we aim at the base of the fire. Aim down low, aim at the base. We're keeping a safe distance. Everybody asks me, how close can I get? I don't know. If it's hot, you're too close. So we aim at the base of the fire, we squeeze the handle, and we sweep side to side, pushing the fire away from us. We go full length of the fire, pushing it away from us. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. It's really simple, really easy, and we're going to have fun outside doing this today. Okay. And we won't so much do this today, the test. You got a fire that's going, I mean, this is the real thing. Pull the pin just off to the side, a little tiny squeeze. Make sure it's going to work. I've seen these that show fully charged, green, everything else. You squeeze the handle and nothing happens. So just give it a little test before you get fully committed. Make sure it's going to work for you. Don't get too close. If it's hot, if it's really hot, you're way too close. If you can't reach it without getting too hot, again, evacuate, get everybody out of there, make sure everybody's safe. Don't try and fight it alone. That's where you're hollering for help, getting somebody in, coming in, making sure if you get in trouble, I already yelled fire. I'm not going to do it again. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Don't try and do too big of a fire, and don't enter smoke-filled areas really seriously. That's where you're going to get yourself in trouble. What we're going to do is we are going to go outside. We're going to have a burn pan going. We're going to have TIF light and fires. Shane's going to be helping me. We're going to have 2 rows. You line up 2 rows. We'll go in, put one fire out. I'll take somebody in, they'll put it out. We'll come back. Shane will take somebody in, put it out. I'll go in and put it out. Shane will go in and put it out. We'll just alternate back and forth. Boom, 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 back and forth. We're going to go through, we used about 4 extinguishers in the last class. So when we yell fire's out, quit squeezing. You're done. It's over. You've got it taken care of. That way and then we'll come back, put the pin back in it, and let the next person go. Back and forth. Just alternate until we get all through. Ought to be kind of fun. Take a minute, have a muffin, get a drink, and meet you out here on the south side of the building. Okay?
Yeah, I know, but Russ is going to be over
Hey.
there. Who's first? Grab it, go! Go!
Okay, Shane? You got a group here? I got a group right here. I want you to pull the pin. Hand it to me. Let's go in. Right about there is good enough. Aim at the base. Fire's out. Oh, no it isn't. Back again. Now it's out. Come on back. Pretty simple, huh? Go ahead, Shane.
Going in. Up there. Fire's out.
Yeah, he is sweet. Remedial! I slept okay. Wow! Yeah.
Okay.
Pull the pin. Aim.
Okay.
Go in. Nice. Nice sweep. Give him a hand. He's running good. Do you have any trouble sweeping tonight? Out. Nice job.
Go, Travis, go!
Live fire.
Get out. Nice job. Nice job. That's not bad.
Now get changed by it.
So, awesome job.
Yep, you want to get out. Okay, close enough. Okay. Just like that.
Just it. Sure works. Right there.
God bless you.
Fire. Get a little closer. Okay, you got it. Fire.
Yeah, I know. Step right in it, Sherry. We're really practicing.
A little higher. Well, we're gonna light the fire. Okay.
Yeah. Greg did it for us.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Like that.
that's
Good
it.
job.
I mean,
Any more over here?
come on, man.
Come on. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Okay. One more.
You didn't do it either, Kanika. I've done it.
When?
Campfire stuff.
Get over here.
Haha. Here. Like I Tim hasn't done it either, but
Yes, she did.
like was that all the way open?
Well, you better grab the other extinguisher now.
I know.
Come on
Look,
back.
I'm
Back out. That one quit
I
working.
know, I'm like, don't turn it up.
I am not. Go out.
Yeah, right.
Got it. Everybody been through? Okay, let's gather around and talk for 1 second. Then we'll get you going. So, some of you that was your first time using an extinguisher. What do you think?
Yeah, not so bad.
Pretty easy, huh? One of the questions I always get asked, do they kick much? I liken, a 48 extinguisher to about a 357 mag. No, they don't kick at all. There's no recoil. They're just very low pressure and very easy to use. So, any questions, thoughts, comments on what we went over today?
What is it? What's in it?
It's a potassium chloride, purple K. It's a mixture of different chemicals that actually just take and put fire out. Okay? Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.